Have you wondered what it takes to run Facebook lead generation campaigns that actually work? Well, you're in luck. Today you'll see exactly how to create those Facebook lead generation campaigns, and also you'll get some tips and tricks to lower your budget while at the same time increasing your lead conversions. So let's begin. Hey Yatime, if we're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. The lead generation campaign is a type of ad objective that you have whenever you're running a Facebook ad. Now there's several benefits of running Facebook lead generation campaigns, but the first one being that you don't have to worry about landing pages or websites or anything like that. The only thing you have to worry about is providing a privacy policy link. So you really don't have to worry about optimizing landing pages or websites or anything like that, as the traffic won't go over to your landing pages. It will actually stay on Facebook. And that's the other huge benefit to a lead generation campaign, is that the people that you advertise to stay on the platform. Now more than ever, you see spam links everywhere, so people are more hesitant to click on a certain ad, to click on a certain email, and they're just a little bit more cautious these days. And then lastly, a lead generation campaign is just so easy. The ease of use is amazing from the advertiser standpoint, but also the ease of use from the consumer standpoint. So whenever they click on the ad, their information is already pre-populated. Okay, now that we've discussed the benefits, let's jump onto the computer and actually create a lead generation campaign. All right, so let's get started. This is one of my favorite types of campaigns to run. The lead generation campaign is very simple to get started, very simple to get launched, and very simple to get right. You don't have to worry about landing pages or websites or anything else like that. The only website link you have to worry about is having a privacy policy that you can get from the internet anyway. So it's very simple to get started with Facebook ads, specifically with the lead generation campaign. All right, so let's begin. If you're running a campaign that has to do with employment, credit, or housing, then you know where to go. We have the special ad category laid out in front of us that was introduced this year, so 2019. All right, so we're gonna go with housing, and then we're gonna go with the lead generation campaign. For our purposes, we're gonna be thorough, but we're gonna be quick. So I'm gonna just show you the features as we go through. We're just gonna do lead. You select your Facebook page. So if you manage other types of pages, then all you have to do is accept the terms and get started. The dynamic creative provided individual assets like the images and headlines and automatically generate optimized creative combinations for your audience. Essentially, you provide different images, different titles, and Facebook is going to optimize it for you. It's a pretty cool type of a campaign. If you haven't run it before, I suggest that you try it. It's pretty dynamic. Pun intended. All right, so then we get to the audiences. We have add a previously created custom or special ad audience. So the special ad audience, what it's referring to is a variation of a lookalike audience, as the traditional lookalike audiences have been done away with. You can't advertise to lookalike audiences the way that you used to be able to. And then also the saved search, you're not able to do that any longer. That's where you would inject your custom audiences. Locations, very clearly, very simple to understand, is where you want your ads to show up. And if you are wanting to market specifically to a location, especially for sellers, then you would highlight people who live in this location versus everyone in this location, because everyone in this location can include people that are traveling by. So this is great for restaurants. This is great for those local businesses that have people coming by for for travel or for that are in the area. So you have a great opportunity to advertise to those people that are coming in the area specifically around you. As a reminder, I'll just select a city. So you see that we start with a 15 mile radius. 10 miles was the previous one. That's the distinction. That's what's different. You used to start with a 10-mile radius, but now you're at a 15-mile radius. You can't select based off of zip codes any longer, again, since you're in the special ad category. And then the age, anybody above 18 years of age is going to be receiving your ad, assuming that they fit the additional criteria that you've laid out. And then the gender, male and female, will be included. You can select based off of languages. So if you market to a certain type of language or have a secondary language, then it's going to help you out tremendously, as it's a way to bypass the limitations that you have with not being able to identify people from certain countries. Then we go to detailed targeting. This is mostly interest-based. The demographics, those are gone away with for the most part. Certain behaviors have been done away with for the most part. So really it's interest that you are able to target. We're not going to focus on doing that at the moment, but know that that's the case. When it comes to connections, you can select based off of people that have responded to your events. You can select based off people that have engaged with your Facebook pages, so people who like your page, friends of people who like your page, exclude people who like your page. So dependent on how active you are with your business page is where you would go with the connections piece. And then the automatic placements, you see all of the places that your ad would go in the Facebook network, in the Instagram network, the audience network, the messenger network. So you see all of the places that you are able to market. We're going to leave it in automatic placements for now. I just wanted to show you where all you could advertise. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to leave it at automatic placements. And then we're optimizing for leads. Again, we selected that from the campaign level, and this is a campaign that we're launching right off the bat. I'm not going to worry too much about budget right now. I just want to show you the functionality of the lead campaign versus the others. So I'm not going to worry too much about that, nor the cost control, as we don't have data that we're going to feed into this particular campaign. I'm coming into this video without really a ad guidance, so I don't have an ad in mind. I just want to show you the functionality, so I'm not going to worry about the rest of it. Then when I go to continue, you would name your ad at that point. You would select the page. Well, you already selected the page at the ad set. My apologies. And then you would select your Instagram account if you wanted to link it up. Know that you don't have to link up an Instagram account in order to run your ad. Your Facebook page is fine just the way that it is. Your ad will still show up on Instagram. Don't think that you have to connect an Instagram ad. Then you're going to select based off of a single image or video or a carousel. So carousel means multiple images, and you get to select the headline and the description on every single image that you select. And also you can vary things up and have one be a video, have another one be an image, and add additional things, so on and so on. So this really helps you as an example, if you're trying to highlight a new build community for new homes. If that's what you're advertising, then you can select the different floor plans in the community. And this is where you would go to put your text. But let me just show you the single image just so you see what that looks like. You have the placements, or you have the image that you're going to use. Actually, this might be a video, which you would select up here. And if you wanted to start clean, all you have to do would go to the add an image or add a video. If you want to create a slideshow or use a video template, you can do that as well. So the options are, I'm not going to say limitless, but they are abundant. So you have ways to make your ads stand out a little bit more, become a bit more dynamic. So there's some aesthetic pleasing to it, so it looks a little bit better and just really draws the attention. At the end of the day, you are competing against other advertisers. You're competing against people's own friends and family where they're engaging as they're scrolling through their news feed. So you want to make sure that you attract them as quickly as possible and really engage them so they can interact with your ad. You would insert your ad text right here. You would select the headline. It says optional, but I highly encourage that you provide a headline, as that gives you, I'll just put description so you see it, and then headline here so you see that, and then description so you see that. I'll select a random image so you see what an actual ad can look like. Let's just say that one's fine. As you can see here, it tells you where it's going to work, where it's not going to work, so you can swap them out or make the adjustments that you need to whenever you're advertising. And you get to see the proof in a way. So you get to see the way that they're going to look. You're going to see, let's see, where is this? Facebook in-stream in the mobile. Facebook in-stream in video. This ad format is not currently supported on in-stream videos. You get to see Facebook, the mobile Facebook feed, how that's going to look. So you get to see what your ad is ultimately going to look like. You would select your call to action. So book now, learn more, get quote, this, that, or the other. Whatever makes more sense for you. And then you get to the actual creation of the form. This is what people are going to see when they click on your ad. You're going to name it right up here. I like to go to the settings and put it to open. So what we're doing with the form configuration, your ad can be shared and anyone can submit this form. So if somebody sees and likes what they're seeing in the sponsored ad, and if they share it, then that gives people the opportunity to submit their information. Essentially, you're getting free leads or free traffic based off of somebody else sharing your post. We're going to leave it here. And then you see where you can maximize, where you can drive. If you're looking for more volume or higher intent, use a form that's quick to fill out and submit on mobile device. Add a review step that gives people a chance to confirm their info. So on the higher intent, essentially it's like a secondary confirmation. I don't encourage that. I like to do the more volume, simply because on the ad you put out your case, you put out the lead magnet, you put out your offer. Now when they land on your landing page, they still have the option of pressing confirm or submit, versus having to do another confirmation on the higher intent. So I don't necessarily see the need in that, or at least for my purposes. With the intro, you're going to see headline. I'll just put briefly. You start seeing over here what the headline is. So I'll just put headline so you see that. Then you'd put in, use the image from your ad or upload your own image. I highly encourage that you use the image from your ad so you stay consistent. And then on the paragraph, you see that it starts filling in here. On the paragraph, what I suggest is really replicating whatever you said on the ad. Just really highlighting it again. Again, you're using the same image, so you don't necessarily have to copy it verbatim, but really bringing up the reasons why they even clicked on the ad in the first place. So highlighting the perks of them submitting their information over to you again. When you go to questions, you can ask for so much information. You can even customize whatever you want to ask them. Here are some of the options. When you go to the contact fields, you have the phone number, street address, city, essentially the rest of the contact information, user information, demographic information. So depending on the service that you're providing, this makes more sense depending on the line of work that you're in. So you have the work information, you can ask for that. And then, well, national ID number, so that's more in the international circuit. And then you can provide short answer. So it's pretty robust. It's pretty robust. The privacy policy, this is really the only thing outside of Facebook that you would need to prepare, which if you don't have a privacy policy, then you do need one at this point, regardless of the industry that you're in. But if you don't have a privacy policy, just type in privacy policy template online, and there you're going to get a ton of options to choose from. And all you would have to do is then copy the privacy policy onto your website, get that URL and embed it here, and you're off and running. So the text is over here, right there where you see the text. and then the URL to that. And then on a thank you, so you have people landing on your page. Wait a second, let's see. Use this image from your ad. Okay, so the reason it's not showing up, I think it's because it was, I'm not sure if it was in a video or not, but whenever you upload yours, whenever you create your ad, it will show up. So that's just me selecting the wrong one, which is fine. All right, so then we go to the thank you page. The thank you page is after they land in your landing page. So this form right here has 2 steps where people see their information whenever they go to that landing page, and then the thank you page, which in a way is a form of a confirmation page. Then when you go to right here on the question section, this is where they land. Their email will be pre-populated, their name will be pre-populated, and assuming it's something else that they've already given Facebook, it will be pre-populated. Here it doesn't, there's no pre-population for them to include because it's a short question. It's something that they actually have to type out, so there's nothing for them to pre-populate there. So this is the landing page, and then again the thank you page is over here where it gives them directions on where to go. So if you promised a lead magnet of list of homes or a list of whatever, a guide, a whatever you ended up promising, if you deliver it, you can deliver it here in this via link. You can deliver it right here in the blue button where they can click over and go to the whatever you promised them. However, I don't advise you do that. I advise that you at least collect the people's information so then you can send them the information via email. So it reduces the chances that they give you wrong information, the wrong email. So if they signed up or they clicked on your ad to get a cheat sheet of some kind or a guide of some kind and they give you the wrong information, well, guess what? They're not going to get that information because they gave you the wrong email. So this way it helps clean up your leads a little bit more. Yes, you're going to still get fake information sometimes, but that's just the nature of the internet. But this is essentially it. This is very, very quick, very simple to do. It actually takes me more time. I'll X out of that. But it takes me more time to create this video that you're seeing here than for you to actually run your ad. Make sure that your Facebook pixel is installed because you will be benefiting from the data that your pixel continues to gather on your behalf. Well, that's it, folks. That's how you run a lead generation campaign. If you found value in this video today, please be sure to hit the subscribe button so we can talk again soon.